So Gus, a 2-1 defeat at Forest Green Rovers, how do you reflect on that game?
Very disappointed. I think they edged the first half, but we come out second half fighting, and I thought for large spells of the second half, beginning of the second half, I thought we were very good, and probably shown with the goal, and then really disappointed not to get something out of the game from there and in. I think we had 20 odd minutes left of the game, and we want to see the game out from there, and we didn't, and that's really disappointing not to come away with a point or all three.
Like you said, it was a positive start to that second half, and it was your sort of half shot that Slavy turned in at the end. Sort of, how good was it to take the lead in that moment, but then going forward? Yeah,
no, it was great. Like it was a good move, and I was happy to kind of get the assist and put it in the area, and that's where we want our strikers to be. It's one of them in the 6-yard box, and he tapped it in, and happy with that. But it was from there on in disappointing. And if we want to do anything this year, we've got to make sure we come here and pull 3 points out of the bag, or we get through them sticky times and get something out of the game, and we didn't today.
Yeah, looking ahead, we've got Rochdale up next. Is it about putting this result behind us and focusing on that now?
Yeah, I think definitely learn from this game. I think the teams in the playoffs this year, we've not done good enough. We're picking up points, so we need to go with this next week and get a result. So take the positives from this game, because there is some positives from this game, but also learn from the negatives of the game. So the Rochdale are top side, so we need to make sure we're prepared for it next week.
Nice one, thanks Gus.
No worries.
Gus, 2-1 defeat against Forest Green Rovers, a game where it just turned on its head within 2 minutes. I can see the disappointment. Just tell me what that feeling is like in the dressing room.
Yeah, really disappointed. I think it's obvious that you never want to lose a game, but I feel like I've just said there, we were worthy of something out of the game in the second half. I think first half we wasn't at it how we want to be, but then second half I think we showed real good character and good quality, but then we let ourselves down and didn't see the game out, and that's key at the end of the day.
Yeah, like in that first half, obviously you had a bright start for 50 minutes, and there's a lot of pressure coming on you from Forest Green, but you changed things up a bit in the second half.
Yeah, no, the gaffer kind of changed the shape, and I think it really worked well, and we started to really get a foothold in the game, and you could see we started to have a few half chances, and then we got the breakthrough. But I think we're good enough defensively to see Forest Green out, and we didn't quite show that, and that's a bit of naivety as well. And I think once you go away to a good team, away from home, you don't need to be pretty for the last 20 minutes. You need to just get the job done, and we didn't do that.
Just taking you back to the Southend goal, to a big part to play for yourself. I mean, it looked like it was curling towards that left corner, but Slavy getting on the end of it.
Yeah, to be fair, I kind of just made sure I put it in the right area. Slavy said it could have been going in, but I was happy that he kind of got on the end of it. So I was happy that it was in the right area, and like I said, the striker's in the right place to go and do his job.
Yeah. And like you say, it was then Forest Green Rovers coming forward. Was it something about that just ignited it? What do you think that was down to, them coming back and getting those 2 goals?
I think that's expected. I think if you're going to come to a playoff team, if you go 1-0 up, they're going to pile the pressure and they're going to start throwing bodies forward. But I feel like we just didn't deal with it correctly, and like I said, a little bit of naivety. I think we've got to come here, and if you're 1-0 up with 20 minutes to go, yeah, you don't want to sit on your lead, but you've got to start playing the games, and I don't think we did that well enough today.
Just your thoughts on the way the 2 goals did. Obviously one shot inside the 6-yard box and another one a long range shot. Yeah,
I think it's disappointing from start to finish, probably the first one as well. I think it's from our own corner when we got hit on the counter, and it's a bit like panic stations for there and in, and then they've got bodies over at the back post, and it's frustrating when it comes like that, because we've got the ball in their half, and somehow they've ended up scoring a minute or so later. And then the second one, it was a good strike, and I didn't really see much of it from there and in, so it's hard to kind of pick the bones out of that, so it's annoying.
Like I say, Southend still continuing to look for a first win against the side current in the top 6. What quality do you think is needed to then sort of take that step and get those points there against those sides?
Yeah, we've got the quality, we know that, but I think now the 2 recent games I can remember is Carlisle and these, and we've been naive either at the start of the game or at the end of the game. I think we were naive against Carlisle the first 20, and we give them a 2-goal head start, and then we were excellent for 60 odd minutes. And now we've come here and been okay, been really good for 20 minutes and didn't see the game out. So I feel like we need to make sure we start understanding the game when it's out there, and stop really giving teams some goals and giving more than what they deserve.
And it was a personal milestone for yourself as well, 150th game, obviously not the way you would want to mark it, but still a great achievement for yourself.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Matt come and said it to me, and yeah, I'm delighted for that. I feel it's been a great place for me, and I love it here, and it's been great to put 150 appearances up, so I'm very thankful for that.
And then a game where obviously you've got Rochdale coming up, but on this journey back, is it one that you'll just want to park, or you want to take bits out of this one, because you did say there were positives to be taken?
No, definitely take bits out of it, and I think, like I said there, we've got to take the positives and the negatives. We've got to learn, because Rochdale are top side as well, and if we go with that kind of maybe slightly naive look to it, we can get caught out, and that's where we've got to get better. We've got to, like we said, we've not beaten a top 7 team, or sorry, whatever it was, and that's the fine margins. You can get away with the bottom half teams of that because they won't punish you, but when you go and play against the top better sides in the division, they will punish you.
Thanks, Gus.
No worries.
What happened at the end there?
Oh, just you know, it was one of them. They were just over celebrating their win, and look, they did it. They got the 3 points. I'm not one to kind of jump on it when someone wins, they win, but I feel like sometimes it can be. You can start overdoing it in front of people, and I don't mind people celebrating with their fans because everyone wants to win. But I think there was just a few handbags and stuff like that, really.